no duh.
You'll win somehow, so give up on the battle, baby. It's hard, I know.
I think we all know that one person that just will not eat leftovers no matter what it is, and I am definitely not that person. And that kind of blows my mind because people will be like, well, it doesn't taste as good. Well, no duh, it's not fresh anymore. So it usually doesn't taste as good because you're not making anything with it. So if you bake a bunch of chicken, you have some left over the next day, and you just heat it up in the microwave, no, it's not going to be as good. You have to actually think outside the box a little bit, guys. So let me give you an idea here. So when I have leftover shredded chicken, what I like to do is make nachos. And all I'm going to do is take some Tostitos chips, or actually, this is just off-brand tortilla chips. So those will work. And I'm just going to put them on broil in the toaster oven for a few minutes. And if you have shredded cheese, I would put that on at this step. But unfortunately, I do not. But it's okay. I have some other things I'll be adding to it once it comes out of the toaster oven. And I'll be sure to show you all that. Okay, so when the chips come out, here's what we're going to add. Just some shredded barbecue chicken that was cooked in the crock pot with some Sweet Baby Ray's. And this is not the best barbecue sauce out there. I know a lot of you guys think so, but Montgomery Inn, I'm telling you. But I am going to add a little bit more on top of that, and then I'm going to add some queso cheese. This is a mixture of corn, okra, and crushed tomatoes. And here's just a few more tomatoes. So simple and easy. That's all I'm going to be using, and I will put all that together, and then we're going to also be having something else. I don't really know what yet, but we'll figure it out. And there you guys have it. In the matter of 10 minutes, you got some barbecue chicken nachos, a pulled chicken sandwich, some green beans, hopefully a beautiful night. I mean, what more could you guys ask for? You guys need me in your lives.
If you saw my last deadlift video, you would have saw that I hit a 2-rep PR. I was really confident going into this session. However, I was surprised that I was going to be working up to about 92 to 95% of my 1-rep max, because what John will usually do is work me up to about 90% like last week, and then I will deload a little bit just on my main movements. However, we're just increasing intensity here, so I was really excited to get in here. I was going to get pretty close to what we think is my 1-rep max. And the numbers came out to be about 465 pounds, give or take. And that was fine. It would have been a PR for me, but I kept thinking about it, and I kept going back to the mock powerlifting meet that I did. And that 475 still bothers me. So I'll show on the screen right here of the attempts that I wrote down. And that 475 right next to the word fail, it just eats at me. I keep it in my binder and I always look at it. So I knew that I wanted to get to that 475. And then I thought about a video that I just put out a few weeks ago.
The next PR you see out of me is gonna look a lot
less like this, a lot more like this.
End of the day, talk is cheap. End of the day, talk is cheap.
End of the day, talk is cheap.
So those were just a few of the motivating factors as I'm going into this lift. I'm just going to tell you guys that I got it. I don't know if it'll be in the title of this video or not, but I'm not overly pleased with the form here. So my hips are really shooting up early, and it's about as bad as I've seen them. So I know you guys have probably heard me talk about it in previous commentaries. So after seeing that, I was extremely lucky that I had one more shot at it. So I had one more set built in the program. I kept it at 475, and in my opinion, this looks a lot better. So I probably have another 15 to 25 pounds in me, hopefully getting close to that 500. So I got that 475 out of the way, got it under my belt. It feels good. I was extremely excited after watching that second attempt and knowing that it was improvement from the first set. And then I just finished off with some snatch grip deadlifts here. And I want to show you guys something in the next clip, because the weight distribution of the bar did throw me off just a little bit. I'm not going to use that as an excuse, but you will see we are no longer allowed to use metal plates back here. And that's because we have some extremely strong people that go to this gym, and they were cracking the concrete even through the horse stall mat. So I'm not using all those bumper plates just to look cool, although hey, it does make me look a little cooler, I have to admit. So that's the reasoning behind that. Then the next day I was working up to some heavy bench pressing. So I start with 260 here as the program called for. However, I didn't think I hit the RPE 8 like I was supposed to, so I moved the weight up just a little bit. Not on this set, on the next set. I'm getting ahead of myself here. The 260 felt pretty smooth. I can actually do 260 because, you know, in the home gym, I didn't have the 2.5 pound plates, which is why I'm here, because I still don't have them. And after I finished this set is when I moved up to 265 pounds, I believe, which is getting close to my 1 rep max. I believe this is probably about 92%, maybe 90%. I don't know. But it went up pretty well. So I did that for 2 sets. And you're going to see later on that I actually increased it to 270 pounds because I'm just eager for these PRs, guys. And hopefully my form is staying in check. I'm really just more motivated now than ever. So after I hit this with decent form and didn't really hit too high of an RPE, I moved up the weight. This is going to be 270. My max at the mock meet was 275 for 1. So hitting this for 2 felt pretty good. Things are going well. Really excited, guys. So I need to stop saying excited. I'm just so excited all the time. All right, guys. That's the workout clips. Please like this video if you enjoyed it. Talk to you soon.
Hey. Oh. 1-5.
What's up, guys? If you're a long-time subscriber, you would know that I'm a big believer in what I call emergency foods, which is pretty much just foods you can store in the freezer or in the pantry that aren't going to take a lot of time to cook. So nights like tonight when I had to work late, you know, I want to come home, and I don't know about you guys, but I get pretty hangry, so I don't want to spend a bunch of time cooking something up, and I don't want to go out and pick something up at a restaurant because maybe it's just me, but if I have to wait 10 minutes, I want it to be in my own house because while I'm waiting, I can clean stuff up, I can put stuff away. You know, if you're doing it at a restaurant, you just have to come home and do all that stuff anyway. So I'm trying to be as productive here as possible, and also for whatever reason I just get really angry when I sit at a restaurant. I just have to wait. I don't know what makes it different than here when I'm cooking it, but that's besides the point. So let me show you guys an option in case you guys are just not very creative, and trust me, this is about as creative as you can get. So we're gonna have a box of macaroni and cheese, and all I'm gonna need to add to that is a little bit of butter and milk. And then I'm gonna have a whole bag of frozen peas and carrots and some of this pre-cooked grilled chicken strips. So this stuff is really good. It's just kind of pricey, but like I said, in cases like tonight, it will do the trick. And all of this is gonna take under 8 minutes. So I mean, you really can't complain about that. So we got the chicken on one burner, the noodles in the other, and then we have the vegetables over there in the microwave. And the reason I like adding a whole bag of vegetables to this dish is because macaroni and cheese is kind of calorie dense, so you're not going to get a whole lot of volume there. So this way at least you'll get some more food, so hopefully it'll fill you up. I don't know about adding peas and carrots to macaroni and cheese. It's kind of strange, but you know, I figured I'd give it a try. I'm not going to lie, this quote-unquote cheese might be the most artificial food in history. Tastes pretty good though. It actually came out looking pretty good, and I tasted it and it tastes good. So there you have it, guys. Under 10 minutes you got everything you need there. You got your macros, your fiber, your fats, your proteins, your carbs, and of course my favorite macro, your cheese. So that's that, guys. Hopefully that helped some of you, but it's going on 8 o'clock and I'm getting starving, so I'm going to cut this video off now. Please like it if you did, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.